Hi everyone. Today my video is about late binding of machine code. In this, compilation is a one-time activity different from program execution. The compiler produces a target program, typically in machine language, which can subsequently be executed many times for many different inputs. In some environment, compilation and execution closer together in time. Many systems delay the binding of a program to its machine code. There are different steps, that is just-in-time compilation and dynamic binding, binary translation, binary rewriting, mobile codes, sandboxing. So why late binding of machine code? All these systems serve to delay the binding of a program to its machine code. Some language systems may compile new pieces of a program or recompile old pieces after the program begins its execution. Some language systems download program components from remote locations. Binary translations and binary rewriting systems which perform compiler-like operations on programs without access to source code. Java program need to use just-in-time compilation which translates source program or intermediate form into machine language immediately before each separate run of the program. So late binding of machine code, that is just-in-time JIT. The slogan of Java language by Sun Microsystems is write once, run anywhere. Java programs could run on a very wide range of platforms because Java bytecode. Bytecode can be interpreted without additional pre-processing. Just-in-time compilation is a technique to retain the portability of bytecode while improving execution speed. Just-in-time compilation translates a source program or intermediate form into machine language immediately before each separate run of the program. So this is just-in-time compiler. Java bytecode first use successive use JIT compiler, then bypass compilation, compile the native application, local machine. Without JIT compiler, the JVM interpreter translates the bytecode line by line to make it appear as if a native application is being executed. Here we can see the Java bytecode and Java runtime environment to local machines. Next we study just-in-time compiler. The just-in-time compiler is an essential part of the JRE, that is Java runtime environment, that is responsible for performance optimization. It is used to increase efficiency of interpreter. It compiles the entire bytecode and changes to native code. So whenever interpreter see repeated method calls, JIT provide direct native code for that part. So reinterpretation is not required, thus efficiency is improved. This system compiles programs immediately prior to execution, can add significant delay to program startup time. Cost of JIT compilation is typically lessened by the assistance of an earlier source to bytecode compiler, that is Java bytecode. JIT compilation also benefits from the delayed discovery of program components like libraries. The next is what do you mean by late binding of machine code? Dynamic compilation. In some cases, JIT compilation must be delayed either because source or bytecode was not created or discovered until runtime. Perform optimization that depend on information gathered during execution. In these cases, we say that language implementation employs dynamic compilation. The common list systems have used dynamic compilation for many years. Common Lisp, the language is typically compiled, but a program can extend itself at runtime. This is dynamic compilation. A dynamic compiler can identify hot paths. The code paths that executed most often belong to the hot path through the code, which is then optimizes in the background. By rearranging the code to make hot paths continuous in memory, can improve the performance of the instruction cache. Example, Hotspot Java compiler. Hotspot takes its name from its use of dynamic compilation to improve the performance of hot code paths. The Hotspot compiler can be configured to operate in either client or server mode. Client mode is optimized for lower startup latency. Server mode is optimized to generate faster code. Dynamic compilation like Hotspot, Microsoft Seal to machine code compiler performs dynamic optimization of hot code paths. The .NET source to Seal compilers are also explicitly available to programs through the system code DOM.compiler API. Common language runtime, the virtual machines for .NET framework manages the execution of .NET programs. A program running on the CLR can directly invoke the compiler to translate C# to P assemblies. These can be loaded into the running program. As they are loaded, the CLR JIT compiler translates them to machine code. The second is binary translation. The process of recompilation of object code is known as binary translation. It allows already compiled programs to be run on a machine with a different instruction set architecture. The principal challenge for binary translation is the loss of transformation, loss of information in the original source to object code translation. Example is Apple's Rosetta system, which allows programs compiled for older PowerPC based Macintosh computers to run on newer 86-bit Macs. Third is binary rewriting, the technique to modify existing executable code. It is used by profiling, that is count the number of times that each subroutine is called and the number of times that each loop iterates. It simulates new architectures, evaluate the coverage of test suites, implement model checking, audit the quality of compilers optimization, insert dynamic semantic checks into program. Sandbox untrusted code permits and safe execution in some address space as application. The fourth one is mobile code. Portability is one of the principal motivations for late binding of machine code. Code compiled for one machine architecture or operating system cannot generally be run on another due to dependencies. Mobile code carries a variety of risks. It may access and reveal confidential information. It may interfere with the normal use of the computer in annoying ways. It may damage existing programs or data or saves copies itself to run without the user's intent. Fifth one is sandbox. What do you mean by sandbox? For code to be mobile, it must be executed in some sort of sandbox. Okay, what is sandbox? Sandbox mechanism lie at the boundary between language implementation and operating system. Sandboxing make use of child process as a security boundary. Sandboxing is a software management strategy that isolate application from critical systems resources and other programs. Without sandbox, an application may have unrestricted access to all system resources and user data on a computer. This is the understanding a sandbox. Without app sandbox, all user data, then your app, all system resources, then will be unrestricted access can be possible. But with the app sandbox, then you can see that your app, other user data, no access. So other system resources, your sandbox is given unrestricted access, your app. So with the app sandbox, you can see in the figure, this is the difference between without app sandbox and with app sandbox. So I will come with the next video. Till then, bye.